My name is Tushar Srivastava, and I serve as the VP and Head of Corporate Communications at Spicejet. I would like to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to my friend Karan Bhatia for this wonderful opportunity and platform to address my fellow communicators, many of whom I have known for many years. Thank you. I am here to introduce my debut crime thriller, The Number You're Calling is Switched Off. Before I continue, I would like to request the team to play the book trailer. Thank you. There's a saying that everything in life happens for a reason. Often it's only in retrospect that we understand why certain events, which may have seemed insignificant at the time, unfolded the way they did. In my life, many such moments have revealed their true purpose over time. One such moment, nearly 2 decades ago, planted the seeds for The Number You're Calling is Switched Off. I spent 17 years as a journalist, primarily covering crime, a beat that earned me recognition and respect. Yet, when I transitioned to the Business Bureau of Hindustan Times, later in my career, I found myself starting from scratch. Younger colleagues with less experience were already well established. I often wondered why I had wasted so many years chasing stories at police stations and courts, racing to crime scenes, and standing in the sweltering Delhi heat outside hospitals for postmortem reports. But as time passed, I realized that crime reporting had left a lasting impression on me. It's one of the best ways to learn the ropes of journalism. The rawest and most fascinating stories often lie in crime. Looking back, my time in that beat wasn't wasted after all. It laid the foundation for both my journalism career and my debut novel. The genesis of my novel can be traced back to those very days I once began to question. I vividly remember it was sometime in 2005 when I was a regular at the Delhi Police Headquarters. During one such visit, I met Mr. Karnal Singh, then Joint Commissioner of the Special Cell, the counter-terrorism unit of the Delhi Police. This was after his team had cracked one of the most high-profile cases in the country's history. He asked me a question that stuck with me for years. Tushar, how would you track a mobile phone, he asked, that switched off all day, except for a few minutes when it's turned on to make a call. And each time when it's switched on, it shows a new location. I thought there must be a way. Can't the caller be traced through the documents used to buy the SIM card? I asked. Yes, he said, but what if the SIM card was bought using forged documents? And in over 2 months, it made only a few calls, that too, to only one person who, like the police, has no clue who the caller is. This wasn't a hypothetical question or a case. It was the Amar Singh phone tapping case, which created a political storm and shook the country. A faceless, nameless man made sporadic calls from different locations, evading the police at every turn. The complexity of the case fascinated me. Imagine a man walks into Amar Singh's residence and hands him a CD containing recordings of his own phone calls. It was one of the most compelling stories I ever covered, and it stayed with me long after the investigation concluded. Years later, when I shared the story with my wife, she immediately saw its potential. This could be the plot of your first novel, she said, and she was right. The novel is a fictionalized account inspired by real life events. It tells the story of a cunning individual who outsmarts the system by tapping the phone of India's most powerful politician. Beyond the headlines lies the real intrigue, the unprecedented investigation that unfolded behind the scenes. My relationship with the investigators provided rare insights that never reached the public. This depth of understanding helped me shape the narrative of the book. I also drew from other high profile cases I covered, weaving elements of these investigations into the fictional narrative. One such case was the infamous Twin Cinema Hall blast in Delhi, which was also cracked by the special cell under Mr. Karnal Singh's leadership. The investigation remains one of the most memorable of my career, and its echoes can be found throughout the novel. The response to my debut novel has been overwhelming. Initially, I was apprehensive. Why would anyone read a novel by a first time author? But to my surprise, some of the most well read people I know, including some of my former editors, some senior pilots, voracious readers, have told me they finished the book in one sitting. The book reached number 3 on Amazon's global hot new releases crime fiction, which has been incredibly heartening to me. I've been fortunate to receive endorsements from remarkable individuals, including Kiran Bedi, Veer Sanghvi, former editor of the Hindustan Times, John Verghese, principal of the St. Stephen's College, Delhi University, Mr. Karnal Singh, the former director of ED, Jyoti Malhotra, the editor-in-chief of the Tribune, and Alok Kumar, the former chief of the Delhi Police Crime Branch. I hope readers will give my book a chance. If you enjoy reading thrillers, please pick it up. Thank you.